At some point in our lives, we realize that we have become alone, even in the middle of a crowd. We wake up in the morning, open our phones, see photos of other people traveling, laughing, and spending time together, and we quietly ask ourselves, why don't I have friends? Why is my life so silent? Am I the problem? Maybe you have tried many times to get closer to people, to be kind, honest, and supportive. Yet in the end, you always found yourself being the one who gave more than you received. Then one day you become tired. You stop chasing. You choose silence. And this is where your journey with loneliness begins. But let me tell you something important. Having no friends does not mean that you are a social failure. It does not mean that you are unlovable. Sometimes, the absence of people from your life is not a loss. It is protection. Protection from exhausting relationships. Protection from fake friendships that drain you emotionally. Protection from people who only come to you when they need something and disappear when you need them. Sometimes, God clears your life of noise so He can fill it with peace. We live in a strange time. Everyone is connected to the internet, yet hearts are more distant than ever before. We post, we share, we laugh, but very few of us experience truly deep, sincere, and meaningful relationships. In the past, friendship was built through time, loyalty, and shared experiences. It was built on simple questions like, "Are you okay?" asked without any special reason. Today, many relationships are temporary. They appear quickly and disappear just as quickly. We no longer know how to stay. We fear attachment. We fear loss. So we choose a safe distance. Close enough, but never too close. Yet the loneliness that scares you today may become the very thing that helps you grow more than any relationship ever could. When there is no one to listen to you, you begin listening to yourself. When there is no one to support you, you learn how to stand on your own. Loneliness teaches you. It reveals parts of yourself you never knew existed. It allows you to see who you truly are without masks, without noise, and without comparison. You will discover that you have been filling your life with people because you were afraid of hearing your own inner voice. That you laughed so much because you were trying to hide something painful deep inside. But when you're finally alone, that voice begins to emerge. And for the first time, you start to understand it. You realize that perhaps you needed yourself more than you needed anyone else. Accepting life without friends does not mean hating people or isolating yourself from the world. It means making peace with the idea that you do not need constant company around you in order to be okay. You begin to understand that one genuine friend is worth more than 10 people who do not truly see you, and that the love you give yourself can be just as beautiful as the love you seek from others. But yes, there will be difficult moments, nights when the silence feels heavy, moments when you wish your phone would ring, when you wish someone would simply say, "I missed you," but no one does. In those moments, you may feel disappointed. You may even cry. Yet with time, you will understand that life does not always unfold according to our desires. And the silence that hurts you today may eventually become the very thing that gives you peace. Living without friends is not a flaw. It is often a necessary stage in the life of every mature person. It is the stage where you learn to love yourself, to care for yourself, to reward yourself instead of waiting for someone else to do it. Start with small things. Drink your favorite coffee alone without embarrassment. Go for a short walk. Read, write, try something new. Learn how to make yourself happy without depending on anyone else. And with time, loneliness will stop frightening you. You will feel that you truly belong to yourself. You will no longer need someone else in order to feel complete. And when new friends eventually enter your life, and they will, you will not need them to fill a void. You will simply want them there. You will not search for someone to complete you. You will search for someone who adds value to a life that is already full. You will not attach yourself out of fear. You will choose with love, awareness, and peace. Accepting life without friends means accepting reality as it is. Understanding that people change, and that you change too. It means accepting losses just as you accept gains, and realizing that every stage of life carries its own meaning. Perhaps right now you are passing through a season of loneliness, but believe me, you will emerge from it stronger, calmer, and more grateful for the few people who truly remain. But what many people fail to realize is that living without friends is not always a sign of weakness. Sometimes it is one of the greatest seasons of strength in your life. When you are alone, no one distracts your focus. No one pulls you toward a path that was never meant for you. You become more aware of what you truly want, what suits you, what fulfills you, far away from the noise of opinions, comparisons, and expectations that often drown out your inner voice. There's a unique freedom in solitude that few people experience. The freedom to organize your day exactly as you wish, to learn, to exercise, to worship God with a clear and peaceful heart, to become the person you truly want to be without fear of judgment or ridicule. When you are alone, your time becomes yours. No necessity obligations. No empty conversations stealing hours from your life without you even noticing. You begin to realize that what you were truly missing was not friends. It was time. Time to learn something new. Time to develop a skill. Time to read a book. Time to heal your heart. Time to strengthen your relationship with God. And slowly, you begin to notice real changes within yourself. A clearer mind, a stronger spirit, a deeper sense of control over your life. As if you're finally reclaiming parts of yourself that have been scattered among everyone else. And during this stage, your real strength begins to emerge. Not the strength that comes from having many relationships, but the strength that comes from truly knowing yourself, from being able to stand without support, from surviving the days when nobody was there to encourage you. Every moment you spend alone, if used wisely, becomes an investment in your future, your mind, your body, and your soul. You can build your body through exercise, strengthen your mind through learning, nurture your spirit through worship, and heal yourself through stillness and reflection. Sometimes, God removes people from your life not to punish you, but to protect you, to prevent you from wasting years in conversations that lead nowhere, to give you the opportunity to rebuild yourself, to discover your worth, and to stop measuring your value through the eyes of others. With time, you will realize that solitude is not a wall separating you from life. It is a doorway to a different path, a path where you walk with confidence because you finally know who you are and what you want. When you spend enough time alone, you learn how to become your own friend. You learn how to comfort yourself when you are hurting, how to encourage yourself when you fall, and how to keep moving forward even when nobody is watching. You become the support you once searched for in others. And when relationships eventually return, when God blesses you with sincere friends who truly understand your soul, you will be different. You will not enter those relationships out of loneliness, but out of love. You will not cling to people out of fear of losing them. You will choose them with confidence, awareness, and peace. Always remember, living without friends does not mean you are alone. It may simply mean that you are in a quiet season of growth, a season in which God is shaping you into someone stronger, purer, and closer to Him. So use this time wisely. Turn your solitude into a place of construction, not destruction. Fill it with worship. Fill it with knowledge. Fill it with self-development. Because when your soul matures and your heart finds peace, God will send the right people into your life. Not the people who drain you, but the people who understand you. The people who add light to your journey. And when that day comes, you will finally understand that loneliness was never your enemy. It was your teacher.